07 Citizens Black here from Casa Black Gaming, where I get right to the point with all of my guides so you can get right back out into the verse. Today I wanted to offer up a really quick loadout for the Origin 300i, which is a ship I've been flying a lot lately in my daily travels, so I wanted to offer up how I've been running my loadout, because you never know when you might find yourself in entanglements. Now, as usual, I ask that if you like what I do and think I deserve it, that you subscribe, like, and comment to help me overcome the tyrannical, evil YouTube algorithm. And with the housekeeping out of the way, let's get to the guide. So as usual, I begin with the ship components first, as these are the most costly and usually the most spread out around the verse. For the shields, I recommend 2 of the FR66s, which you can pick up at Crew L1, and the other location that is seen here on my fancy graphic as well. These shields will give you the most protection at this size and are my go-to standard for this size. For the power plant, I go with the JS300 found on her L2 to offer up as much juice as you can get for the ship. For the quantum drive, make the jump, literally, to the Atlas, which you can pick up at her L5. This quantum drive is a must, as you'll be scooting around the verse, zigzagging back and forth, and this will cut your times in half in most instances. You can skip the coolers, as they are a waste of money as of this loadout until a further component revamp happens, but we're not expecting that anytime soon. And it may not possibly come until we're well into 2023, so seriously, you don't need to buy them right now. Moving on to the weapons for this ship, some might not be doing much fighting in this ship, but for those who do want to take on PvE bounties, this ship can definitely handle itself pretty decently with its quick speeds, excellent maneuverability, and 3 size 3 weapon hardpoints. I like to use 3 of the CF337 Panther laser repeaters on mine, which can be found at her L2, where you picked up your power plant, and even though you won't get a ton of shots off due to how little power the ship provides to those repeaters, you can stick and move those targets with your rapid bursts, weaving in and out of many small to medium ships' ability to hit you and take them out. I use this ship to reliably take on MRTs and handle them pretty well. You can swap the Panthers for 3 of the FL-33 laser cannons to take on those larger bounty ships you will see in the higher tiers. Now remember, these cannons fire slower, so they're not recommended for fighting smaller ships, but this will put you in a class to be able to take on some harder ships if you choose to do so. Now as for the missiles, I swapped out my missile racks for 2 of the MSD-221s and slapped on 4 of the Pioneer ones, so I could have twice as many missiles as what comes stock, and the Pioneer ones are proven reliable with less chances at missing than the other missile types. This build is pretty cheap, with all of these parts coming in at around 108,000 for the laser build, and another 60,000 if you decide to go with the laser cannons as well, and also depending on where you buy your parts from. Some of the planetary ships like Center Mass on New Babbage or Area 18 are a little cheaper on some of these items, so that choice is yours, but the price reflects spending more at these space stations. Anyway, that's going to do it for this quick vehicle loadout for the 300i. I'll be doing up the review for this little ship within the next day or so, so be on the lookout for that. And remember to be kind to your fellow gamer, treat yourself every now and again because you're worth it, and stay positive citizens.